Oh my gosh.
What?
I almost fell.
Too bad you
Um.
fucking didn't.
Oh, okay. What the fuck?
Are you
Hello.
already recording?
Yeah. Hello. Welcome to the fifth episode of our podcast. I'm your host Lucas with the beautiful
Why are you the
Barry
host?
Matthew. Because you can
Don't you
be my
mean you're
host
the
number two.
co-host?
No, a host always speaks first. I introduce us and we
But my
carry
name's
on.
first in the podcast.
Well, I only put that because it's. I even asked you. It sounded better when we were doing
Well, then
it.
I should be the host.
Oh, okay, go. You do your intro.
Hello, grandchildren.
Oh my gosh! Hello there.
Okay, I
Well,
don't want to be the host anymore.
oh, okay. Yeah, you see now you don't want to be the host.
Well, I wasn't prepared. Okay,
Okay.
whatever. We're past the introduction. Hello.
Hello, my name is Lucas, and we have Matthew here. We're gonna talk about things today. This is post spooky podcast.
Yeah,
So
so no more Halloween.
yeah, no more Halloween, which is very sad. But I mean, we have 600 and some odd days left. I mean, 300 and some
What?
odd days left. We
Do
have
you know how many
360
days
some
there
odd
are
days
in the
left.
year?
Yes, 365. Okay. And on a leap year, we have
300 and what?
366. Right?
Okay. I was hoping you would get it wrong.
Oh, thanks. All right. Well, I was surfing the interwebs the other day or yesterday, and I saw on Reddit in the R gaming subreddit that there's a channel that has a grandma that plays Skyrim, and she calls her viewers grandkids, and it's
Oh,
like
that's
she's
what,
like the
okay, yeah.
sweetest
I
old
said
lady ever.
grandchildren earlier, but it's grandkids.
She's like, "Hello, grandkids." Me, 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 me.
If you guys haven't already watched her, like, you definitely need to give her a chance because I don't know, there's just something so like soothing and almost like mesmerizing about watching her videos where she's playing Skyrim. Um, it's almost like the visual counterpart of ASMR. If
Oh
you
my
got
god. Oh my god.
no, well that's for another video. But anyways, since the Skyrim remaster just came out like a few days ago, I was wondering if she would actually like uh
Upgrade.
yeah, upgrade, buy the new one and start playing it. But so she basically, she just plays Skyrim, and I want to say that she started playing Fallout 4 as well, and I don't know how far she got into it, but I think she has a nephew or like a son that teaches her how to like work the webcam and like playing the game and
Oh,
just
really?
like
Yeah, well, I was going through her channel. She had Skyrim, she had No Man's Sky, she had
she actually played No Man's Sky.
yeah, for like 6 episodes, and I'm like, thank God. And then she has No Man's Sky, and then she has uh Until Dawn or Dead by Daylight, somewhere around there. Those
Isn't
those,
that
those
the
are the two.
one, that horror game where all those like
The teens
teenagers get
die.
slaughtered?
Yeah, that's funny. Well, it's even funnier because she's like, she's going through. She's like, okay, I'm gonna use my fire spell on Alduin, and I don't know what. Okay, ma'am. I don't know. I thought this is like the most like internet thing you would ever see on the internet. A 90-year-old per. I don't know how old she is, but she looks pretty old.
No, I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like she's too pure for the internet.
She is.
You know,
I
like
wonder
I
like.
remember when I watched her first couple of videos, I was kind of scared to go through the comments
Oh yeah.
and like just see like a bunch of like garbage or like shit that was thrown at her. But I mean, surprisingly, there wasn't that many people that were mean. And I remember seeing like there was this one older person that commented, and he was like, "I love your videos. Like, I feel like senior citizens should, why are you laughing?
No,
This is supposed to be like inspirational or like good. It's not funny."
it's cute funny.
He was saying that like basically that like older people should strive harder to be more like engage with technology and like video games and stuff. So like that's why he really like appreciates her channel.
Hmm.
And I don't know, that just
Just
made my day.
old people are just cute. Some of them are just
I don't okay, that's crazy talk. Like I don't know how
they're
I feel about older people in general.
well,
I think
okay,
it's
some
kind
of
of
them are cute.
diversity.
Some of them are kind of weird because they're older people and they're their practices are a little like outdated. But some of them like my professor, he's like I think he said he was like 60 or something like that. He's like the funniest person alive. He's so funny.
Well, like when I say old people, I imagine people that are like
70 plus.
past 70. Yeah.
You
Because I feel
well,
like
like
60,
60 is
like
kind of
I
old.
mean 60 is like older, but not I don't know. I guess because like I'm thinking about professors, yeah, I'm like it's kind of hard to compare older professors to like just old people that are not, like professors or teachers. Because like when you work in the education system, like I feel like that keeps you young because you're constantly, working with younger people and you're kind of like updated on like I
Really?
guess trends. Yeah, hell yeah, that should.
I had a professor that was so outdated and he would talk so slow. And he was like almost the same age
Okay,
as
but that was at community college, right?
ugh, it's the same thing as regular
I
college.
don't know
I'm
about
getting an
that.
education like the society told me to. I'm learning math, all right, and books. All right. Well,
Okay, well there you go. Like my case stands closed.
oh my
Um,
god. Oh my gosh.
so what do you think about the new Resident Evil that's coming out?
Honestly, I've watched that like teaser trailer where he's holding the shotgun and stuff like that, and I also watched like the little bit of gameplay that they showed, and and we were talking about this like off podcast. We were saying you were saying that it had like callbacks to uh what was it PT
Yeah, yeah.
playable trailer the Silent Hill game that's not never gonna be made again, but it looks pretty cool. It's going in a new direction because I know Resident Evil started off strong and a lot of people liked the early games, and then it started to take a nosedive. Um, trying to fit the trend of today's games and not being its own thing, and then now
If
it's
I
like
had
revamping the whole
to if
thing.
I had to pinpoint like like I guess a game where they started to kind of nosedive downwards, it would I want to say like Resident Evil 4 was probably like the turning point. Like Resident Evil 4 was a good game, and then Resident Evil 5 was like
I thought you
eh.
liked that one.
I mean, I liked it, but like I liked it a lot because of the multiplayer, the co-op.
Was that the
But
first one that had co-op, like online co-op?
the first Resident Evil,
Yeah, no, was that like the first? Was
well,
Resident Evil 5 the first Resident Evil to have online
I
co-op?
want to say, I mean, I don't remember exactly, but I want to say Resident Evil 4 was just single player. But even then, I mean, that's besides the point. Like what I was gonna say was that I think Resident Evil 5, um, yeah, like it was a good experience for me, but a very big reason for that was because of the fact that it was online co-op. You
So if it
know,
wasn't online, it would have been
like
like
if
a
it was
shitty
just a
game.
single player game and I went through that entire thing, like I probably wouldn't have enjoyed it that much.
Hmm.
Just because like when I was growing up, um, I would always watch my older brothers play Resident Evil, and I loved watching like all the different little like puzzles they would have to do and how they would just kind of like be running back and forth like with different little like gadgets or keys or things that they have to put together to solve the puzzle. And it was just really entertaining to watch. And I also like I mean I guess it's better said than experienced, but I kind of really did enjoy Resident Evil's how the camera angles would shift around.
Yeah, like I know there was like an article I read like a few months ago saying like how once it came out, it was like the most horrible camera angle. I mean, camera controlling game out there. But then a lot of people were throwing out the counter argument. Well, like it was part of the game. Like
Yeah, like I
that's what made
remember
it really
that
scary.
was so that was just what was so distinctive about Resident Evil. But going back to Resident Evil 7, I like I have been pretty deep on Resident Evil 7. So when PT was announced, and eventually got canceled, and then months passed by, and I saw the Resident Evil 7 little, like, I guess you want to call it a demo. Where have you seen the demo, or have you
For
even
Resident
played the
Evil
demo?
or
Yeah,
for PT?
for Resident Evil
No.
7.
No, 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 no. I've only seen it. I haven't played it. I haven't even turned on my Xbox since like.
Well, so basically, it's almost the same concept as PT, where there's a bunch of little like secrets all around the demo, and there's like different endings depending on what you do. Um, so from what I've seen, I really do I kind of enjoy that it's first person because it's I guess it's a very fresh thing
Yeah.
for the Resident Evil series.
Hmm.
Um, I can't think of any Resident Evil game that's first person that isn't like a spin-off, I mean like a dedicated Resident Evil title
No,
game,
I think it went
Resident Evil
from
7.
top down to third person to, or it had elements of third person, and I know some of the older Resident Evil had top down with Veronica, the one at the blue on the blue shirt. Like some boards, or when you go into like some like rooms, the camera would go top down. And I think the recent ones are like third person, but they're
Yeah.
not they're not third person like
What
Resident
the
Evil 5.
fixed
Like there's
camera angles, yeah, like it's
yeah,
third person, like
like third person today. Like how any
a
other third
rotational
person.
camera.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. The only Resident Evil game I've ever played was 5 and a little bit of the HD remastered one when that came out. I played a little bit of that one. I
Well,
didn't I
so
didn't really like.
for y'all that are like actually interested in Resident Evil 7, you should really look into all the different gameplays. I'm not sure if the demo is still out, but there are so many Easter eggs in those things, and some of them are actually really fucking scary. Like I'll tell you about one of them. So, um, when I was watching all the demos and the gameplay videos, I saw that some people were talking about like there was ghosts in the game, but they're
What?
very well hidden. Yeah, there's like these ghostly like images or whatever, and I was like, holy shit, like this is totally up my alley. Like this sounds like some kind of like fucking conspiracy stuff. Like I love it.
Is this the
Um,
first time that they have paranormal stuff other than like dead
well, let me get to that.
zombies?
So in the demo, like every how can I say it? Like I don't want to say there's different like levels, but there's different things that you have to do that change the like I guess the environment. But point is, so in the very beginning of the demo, they're walking into the house and like there's a guy with a camera and he kind of pans from the woods to the door, and in all the little like ghost images, you have to slow it down ridiculous. Like I remember like watching the video, and the person that was doing the video, he said that he had to slow it down to like a quarter, like 0.25 of a second or something.
Mm-hmm.
And you could see like for a split second like this ghost girl with like this distorted face just pops up, and then she goes away
Oh my
super
gosh.
fast. And then no, it gets worse. So then this I want to say the second time she comes up is like somebody goes missing, right, in the group.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're fast enough, if you go to the stairs or something and you look at the stairs, like she's like standing there at the stairs. And then the third one, I feel like this, I don't know if there's exactly three, but the one that really creeped me out the most was like she's like there's one where she's like phasing through the ceiling and she's like upside down. And
Oh,
she's
like
just
she's
like
like going in the ceiling, but like
yeah, like she's
head last.
phasing through the ceiling and she's kind of like staring at you. And I remember just thinking like I like I didn't know what to think about it. I didn't know if this was a sign that there was going to be paranormal stuff. And I guess it's a coincidence that you bring it up because I remember reading that a lot of people were like they were not in favor for that. They were not in favor for having a Resident Evil game that has like paranormal stuff like ghosts and demons and like supernatural stuff. Like that's usually not Resident Evil. Like Resident Evil is usually about like viruses and zombies and
Very
like
scientific,
experiments. Yeah, like
not
experiments gone wrong and all of that BS. Um but I want to say the director had already said that like despite like what you see in the trailer and the demo and whatever, it's like there's not going to be paranormal activity going on in the game. Like there is not going to be ghosts or whatever. He
So
said
is
that
he
there's
like
like there's an
trolling
actual
you or
reason.
something?
Huh?
Is he like trolling you, or is it like flashbacks? You think
Well,
it'll be like flashbacks?
he said that there's an actual reason as to why that was put in there.
Oh,
But it's just like no one knows. And speaking of things that no one knows about, well, it's been a while since I looked into it. Maybe they already solved it. But so I guess a very big thing about Resident Evil, like I said earlier, is like all the little like gadgets and stuff that you find in a game and that you can use it for other stuff. So one of the things that people find is this dummy finger and
wait, what?
yeah, like a finger from like a dummy, like the ones
Oh,
you would see at a retail
the foam
shop.
fingers?
No, the the dummy finger, like okay, when you go into like let's say you go into Forever 21 and they have all those mannequins.
Oh,
Like imagine if
okay.
they had fingers and somebody just like broke it off. Like that's
Oh, well, wow. Okay, that's weird.
so there's that. And then to I want to say like to this day like nobody ever found out what it's for. Like people have literally turned that demo like upside down. Like they've done ridiculous things and they can never find out like what that finger was for. Um, and it just kind of like it's kind of weird. I guess I mean I guess you could say that it's like me stretching, but I kind of like that in the sense that like it might just be a joke, but it also could just be that like the developers are putting so much work into this one little like playable demo. Like I would hope that that's a good sign that they're putting like an amazing amount of work
Yeah, like a
into the
small
actual
scale.
game.
Oh, on what's gonna be released. I think for more information on it, there's a Resident Evil 7 would be the release date is the 24th of January. So it's coming up pretty quick. Are you gonna buy it day one, or are you gonna wait a little bit and
Well, seeing how that's like the beginning of my second semester starting, maybe not. Because like I think I really want to get Pokemon Sun and Moon or
oh, that one's coming out on the 18th of this month of November. That's coming up that really quick.
like I was thinking that I want to get that, but I mean like most Pokemon games, it is so time consuming. I mean, not that that's a bad thing, you get a lot of play time out of what you're paying,
It's like $40.
but the fact that like I'm gonna be having that over the Christmas break, I don't like having multiple games, like I'm not a whore. I like to give
I'm not a
one
whore.
game all my undivided attention, not be a slut and be like playing
Well,
different
how long
games.
do you think you're gonna take to complete Pokemon Go to your satisfaction? Like not 100%
First of
completion,
all, you
unless
just said
100%.
Pokemon Go. And
Oops.
second of all, um, well, it honestly I couldn't answer that because like I haven't like I don't want to watch all the videos and articles that they've been releasing about Pokemon because it's like I know that Nintendo, I don't know why, but Nintendo has been going pretty crazy with like all the information they've been releasing about
Yeah,
Pokemon
you were
Sun and
telling
Moon.
me that you didn't like it.
Yeah, and I don't like that because it's like it spoils so much of the game, and it's like I'm trying my very best to not
Did you
look
block
too
them?
into everything. No, I mean I've been pretty good. The only thing that I saw by accident was the final evolutions for the three starters, but that's totally okay because like
Do you not like the three starters?
not that I don't like it, but like I don't want to pick a three star. Like I don't want to pick one of the starters based off of the first evolution, and then it gets to the third one and I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'd rather already know what it's gonna look like, and more importantly, I would rather know like the type that it's gonna be.
Instead of wasting your time and
Yeah, and then I
having.
get it, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like,
I like the grass type, the owl. I really
I
like that
think he's
design.
the first grass
Flying.
slash dark.
I thought it was grass flying.
I think it's grass dark. No, because there's other grass flying.
Or grass flying. First starter that's grass flying.
I'll look into it. But
I don't know
um
too much about Pokemon.
well, I mean, we've already had discussions about Pokemon and
Yeah, if you want to
but
go watch that, you can go
I
look
wanna know a
the
little bit more
past
about Halo
podcasts.
Wars 2.
Oh, Halo Wars 2. Well, there's
And
nothing
I'm
on it yet.
hoping you can fill me
Well,
in
there's
and fill
nothing.
in. There's nothing.
No, the only thing I put down was the release date, which is in February. It's um
So there's been no information released about Halo Wars 2.
not that I know of. I mean, I can search up stuff right now. While you talk about your life. No, I'm kidding. But no, I just wrote down the time for it, the release date for it, which I was excited for it because I liked the first one, and it was a different approach towards the Halo franchise. I think totally different company who made it, Halo Wars. I
So
was
it's the
super
same
into
one
it.
that made the first one.
Yeah, I believe so. I can
That
look
could
at.
be good and bad because like there are a lot of qualities that I liked in Halo Wars and there's some that I did not like. Um, for instance, like I really did enjoy the multiplayer. Like I feel like they pulled it off very well. Um, and it was one of those games that no individual game was like another one. Like there was always something different going on.
Hmm.
But one of the things that I did not like was I felt like I didn't like how the campaign had these this is just my personal opinion, but I didn't like how the campaign had a lot of I think they call like side objectives or like personal
Oh,
objectives.
those were hard, especially
Yeah,
on
that's what I was gonna say. Like
Legendary.
they were fucking hard. And maybe I'm just garbage and like I need to get better. But like that would honestly put so much stress on me to like just complete it.
I,
I can't not do a side objective. Like if you're gonna give it to me, I'm gonna do
Yeah, I
it.
gotta put. Yeah, it's like a OCD type thing for gamers. Like,
It's just
I
like
gotta
yeah, I was
complete
a
it.
very big completionist
This
person when I was
was
growing up.
Halo Wars was Assemble Studios, and Halo Wars 2 is Creative Assembly. So no, it's not the same. Well, the developers is 343 for Halo Wars 2 and Creative Assembly, and Halo Wars was Bungie and Assemble Studios
I
and
can't
Robot
believe that
Entertainment.
Halo Wars 2 is actually making a comeback like what 10 years later. That
Really?
game is
No, no,
old.
2009.
That game came out when I was in seventh grade of middle school. So that's like one,
Do you remember
four, that's like
the
7 years ago.
Do you remember the trailer for it? I was so excited for the when the trailer came out. I was like, "What? There's a new Halo game!" I was super into it. We were all into Halo when we were younger, and when I found out that it was RTS, I was like, "What the hell is this?" And then that's what got me into RTS, Halo Wars, and I wanted to play StarCraft
Oh
because
my
of it.
God. Okay, honestly, you saying that is triggering me because I remember like I got into so many arguments when that game was announced because there were so many people that claimed to be like the biggest Halo fan, but then
Oh
when
my
that was
god, that
announced,
one kid.
they didn't like it. Like they didn't like. I mean, That it was literally you. You just said that you didn't like
I
it when
know.
it came out. Like,
When I saw the trailers and I found out what an RTS was, I was like, this is not Halo. Like, keep in mind, this is like when like this is all like building up my like reputation as a gamer. You know, this is my first contact with RTS games. I didn't know where they were. I didn't know a franchise can do that. Like, can just switch on the dime.
I don't like that answer.
For more. What do you mean?
Like, if you didn't love it on the get go, then
But I got into it. I bought it and I got into
okay,
it.
but it wasn't there at first sight,
Oh my
so
gosh.
it's not
I
real.
came to it. Like, I understood what it was. And
Anyways,
not being all hard headed and just
there
hating
was a
all the
lot
way
of,
through.
anyways, the point is there was a lot of people that didn't like it because
Yeah,
yeah, it wasn't your
yeah.
traditional first person shooter. But I loved it because when I was growing up, I like that was the first time, I mean, sorry, that was not the first time that I seen a video game like that. Like uh I used to watch my brothers play Command and Conquer,
Hmm.
and
Oh yeah.
that game, like it was, I just loved like watching the bases being built. And I remember the teams were different, it wasn't your traditional like blue and red. I want to say it was like red and yellow. And I remember thinking that like some of the yellow buildings look like pancakes or like onions or something. I mean, I guess that's why I liked it so much. But um Halo Wars 2, like I mean, if they start releasing some gameplay on it. Wait a second. Wait a second. I think
Oh.
there is gameplay on Halo Wars 2,
I'm looking at it right now. There's an official trailer, but
but it's not actual gameplay.
it says official E3 trailer. Uh, I don't think there's actual gameplay though.
I want to say that
Oh
it
yes, there is.
doesn't look that dramatically different from the first one.
Yeah, there is gameplay. I haven't watched it. I haven't looked at it at all. I haven't. I just knew that it was being released in February, and that was pretty much it. And like, I am excited for Halo Wars 2 because I did like the first one. I came around to it. You know, I showed it the love it deserved. But I know a lot of people didn't like it. I got a 6 out of 10 on GameSpot.
Okay, that's pretty like brutal.
And
But
I that game wanted me to get into StarCraft, and I wanted to play Star. I haven't played StarCraft yet, but I wanted to get into StarCraft because of this game. Like art, this game got me into the RTS like fad and stuff like that. And I looked at like all these other like space games, like what was the other one? Like Eve Online. I don't know if you can call it an RTS, but it had like the same elements of it. And like what was the other one? I think it was called. It was Red State. It was Command and Conquer Red State on the Xbox arcade. Do you remember that one? It's like a lady
yeah.
with like a the Russian sniper rifle or whatever it's called, and I wanted to get that one because of Halo Wars 2. So that would be coming. That is going to be coming in 2017, February 21st on the last day. Is no. For some reason, I thought the next year was a leap year. On the last day of February. So
Are
hold
you?
her
I know
butts onto that.
you're very surprisingly, you're very excited for the Zelda game that's coming out, Breath of the Wild. Like
Yeah, I
to the point
am.
that you're considering getting the Nintendo Switch.
I am totally. I from the get go, from all the little like not teasers but rumors and stuff like that. I immediately I saw as soon as I saw the trailer to Breath of the Wild, I was like, fuck it. I'm getting the Wii the next Wii console or the next Nintendo console, even though it might be a flop like the Wii U was. I'm still gonna get it because I want to play Breath of the Wild because the game looks amazing.
But
And
what about it do you like? Like, why is this one sticking out
just the art
more than
style.
the other ones?
It's literally just the art style. It I liked two Zelda games I really like a lot. I never really played them. I am actually playing them, and I'll put them on my channel later because I'll talk about that later. You'll see it when you see it. Um, but I like Wind Waker, and I like Link to the Past only because I like their art direction. I really love Wind Waker's
Well,
art
what about
direction.
Skyward Sword? I mean, Skyward Sword had a very similar art style to this one.
I never paid attention to that one.
Skyward Sword.
Yeah, I gotta like it was very tainted off of the beginning, so that like shifted my like not opinion on it, but like my view of not paying attention to it. So Wind Waker was out a lot longer, and it was a lot more famous than Skyward Sword. I knew Skyward Sword was the next game for the Wii, but I never paid attention to it, and I don't really know exactly what it looks like because I didn't bother to look at gameplay. But with Wind Waker, when the remastered came out for the Wii U, I was like, wow, this game looks amazing, and like that's the thing about Nintendo, like their systems are not as powerful as like a $2,000 PC where you get to play Witcher and you literally see the grass is coming right at your face, like it's real, like you can almost touch it and stuff like that. Like Nintendo games tend to take an art direction in a more like simplistic but yet like
Satisfying.
yeah, it's just very satisfying too. Like and this links with indie games too, on the modern pixel art. I love that. I love that. Even though we passed like the pixel age from SENS and into polygons for N64, pixel art is still I think will stick around for a very long time. You know, like
Explain what I don't. I
Hyperlight,
haven't. I don't know what
Hyperlight
pixel
Drifter,
art is. So like.
like Hyperlight Drifter, and like do have you seen all the Hyperlight Drifter stuff?
Oh, that's is that what that's called?
Well, yeah, like pixel, like it's like pixel art, modern, like a pixel art direction in video games and stuff like that. Like they're really like it's really satisfying seeing all that stuff. I love that a lot. Like there's this new indie game that came out, and I really want to play it because I saw it at PAX 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I don't remember when I went. It was Owlboy. That game looks amazing. It looks so good. It only looks so good not because of the gameplay, but because of the art direction. It looks so good, and that's why I was excited for Breath of the Wild because I really
So
love.
then it has nothing to do with like the new RPG elements that they're doing in Breath of the Wild.
No, not necessarily because I never really was a Zelda fan, or not a Zelda fan, but I'm like a fanboy. Like, oh, like this next game is gonna have this, this, and this, and this. You know, it's purely just the art direction, and it's purely like I the open world a little bit because the open world helps the art further because you get to expand on it. You know.
So I mean, that's kind of. I was not expecting that because I'm very excited for Breath of the Wild because it's something completely different. You know, like this is I don't think we've ever seen a Zelda series that's going to be as open worldy and RPG as this.
Wasn't
Um,
I thought Ocarina and Twilight Princess were like that, or
well,
at
I
least
mean, yes, they're
Ocarina?
open world, but they're not. They don't have like RPG elements to it. It's more like an adventure kind of game.
Okay.
And this one, you know, like there's weapons that have stats. There's most likely like a leveling up system. There is like, well, I mean, there's always been side quests, but I mean, I think they're gonna have like a more traditional kind of side quest where you have like a little journal, or like a log, and you can see all your side quests and whatever the hell.
Did they ever say how big the game was?
If they did, then it might have flew me by because Breath of the Wild, I'm also trying to not look too into it because I kind of want the game to be like
Oh,
very
surprise!
like yeah, like a really big surprise to me. I mean, I'm enjoying what I've seen. I I kind of don't agree with the art style because I mean, I know you love the art style, but to me, it's not completely new because it's like I've been playing Zelda for many years
Hmm.
and it looks like a mesh between Wind Waker and Skyward Sword. And I kind of wish that it was just something like different, you know, like just completely different.
Do you
Um,
mean like more realistic? Like,
well, maybe because like I remember I absolutely loved the art style for Twilight Princess because it was very like realistic. And I mean, I liked Wind Waker. Like when Wind Waker first came out, I didn't immediately love the art style, and then it kind of
Yeah,
grew on me, and then I
wasn't
liked
it
it.
like the most hated Zelda game when it came out?
Wind
Like a lot
Waker?
of yeah, like a lot of people did not like it because like it was weird. It was not canon. The art was weird. You play like as uh Little Link, you know. I mean, you play as Little Link
I
in
mean, I want to agree
Ocarina,
with
but
you. Yeah, like I think the initial reactions were pretty negative, but you look back at it now, and like Wind Waker is one of the highest scoring Zelda games out there.
yeah.
But anyways, like I remember when I got Skyward or when they announced Skyward Sword, I was like I don't know how I feel about this art style. Like it looks kind of weird. Um, and then they announced Breath of the Wild, and I was like, oh my God, like this looks like Skyward Sword V2. Um, Not that it was a bad game. I mean, like in my opinion, none of the Zelda games were a bad game. I mean, I think they're all very good. Uh,
Especially Hyrule Warriors.
oh my God. Okay, that like I'm just gonna pretend that that never happened. That was an accident on Nintendo's part.
Well, that's what
But
I wanted. Like, that's what, I mean. I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited for the main reason because it's a new Zelda game, and I do enjoy playing the the minuscule part of when I did play Link to the Past and Wind Waker, and the art style of the game, and also because it's the new Nintendo console. I wanted to get into Nintendo, but I didn't want to buy the Wii U. I was like, let me wait for the games to come out on Wii U. There's not a lot of games out that piqued my interest, like Smash did, but I could always go to your house and play it. Like that was the thing. The Wii, I didn't really care for it. Like I knew it was like this huge, massive titan of a console when it came out because people died for it. The Wii for Wii, the lady died,
oh,
and
the one on that radio, you should tell
yeah,
that story to the audience.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people know it. But if you don't know it, there was a contest for when the Wii came out because it was so in demand that I remember my friend when the way he got it, he had to go to Mexico and buy it for twice the amount it was here in Laredo. Like we live on a border town, so like he had to go to Mexico to buy it for twice as much to actually get it because it was sold out forever and it was backed up. Well, this person got in the contest and she wanted to win it for her family or for herself or whoever.
She wanted to
And
win it for her children, I think.
oh, that's even more sad. I hope those kids played the shit out of that weed. Well, anyways, she drank too much water and she got water poisoning or something like that. Like
Oh
so the
my God,
contest
you're
was
literally massacring the story.
so the
Stop. I'm gonna
contest.
tell.
No, wait. Let me
Stop. I'll tell
redeem
the
myself.
story.
Let me
If you're
redeem
gonna tell the
myself.
story to the audience, at least tell it right. Oh my
I
God.
go, oh my god.
What happened? The contest was if she had to drink so many like gallons of water, and she had to hold in her wee, hence wee for wee or whatever the title of the contest was. She had to hold it in for a certain amount of time, and if she did, then she got the wee. Um, so I want to say it was a very like ridiculous and unhealthy amount of time. It was like maybe like 2 or 3 hours or something, but she had to hold in her pee for a very long time. And because she was holding it for such a long time, then she got like bladder poisoning or something, and
Yeah,
it killed her.
I was gonna continue with
You
that.
said water poison.
I was gonna, elaborate on it a little bit more. Well, it was a sad day for that person and that family. So my condolences, my 8, 10 past year condolences to that family. But yeah, I'm so down and to buying this new console with this new Zelda game. Also because it's portable. When we saw the Nintendo Switch, uh, what is it, trailer?
You know
I'm
what I
excited
got
for it.
really excited about was like So I was thinking like this because I'm a very big Animal Crossing fan. Um, if I had to name a favorite series, it would probably be in the top three. But
What's your favorite game?
huh?
What's your favorite like a game from Animal Crossing? Is a New Leaf?
It would probably be New Leaf. Yeah, hands down. Um, well, when I saw the NX, when I actually saw the trailer, I mean, I already knew that it was going to be a hybrid before, but once I saw the trailer, it was like confirmed.
Yeah.
But when I saw the trailer, I started thinking like this could have the possibility, or this could bring the possibility of having an Animal Crossing game that's very strong and can
Oh.
be like on a console, but you play it portably. And the
Mm-hmm.
reason why that's such a big deal, specifically for Animal Crossing, is because Animal Crossing is one of those Nintendo games that has been a lot more successful. That it's been a lot more successful when it's sold on a portable device like the
Yeah.
DS. So I
Didn't
was
didn't it
thinking like,
came? Wasn't there an iteration on the GameCube?
yeah,
What was that
so it
one
was
called?
first the GameCube, which was just Animal Crossing, and then it was Animal Crossing Wild World, which was on the DS, and then it was Animal Crossing City Folk, which was on the Wii, and then it was Animal Crossing New Leaf, which was on the 3DS. And Wild World and New Leaf sold significantly better than their than their console counterparts. Um, but the reason why I got excited was because you can have the benefit of having all the power of like an actual console, but it's still
Mm-hmm.
portable. And uh, I really, really do hope that they take advantage of that. I mean, they've never said anything about a new Animal Crossing game. The only thing that's new about Animal Crossing is that one that they're releasing for the iOS, that app, kind of like how they're releasing that Mario game and Pokemon Go not so long ago.
They're releasing an Animal Crossing app.
Yeah, they haven't said any like specifics. I've been checking, but it's supposed to be like, yeah, like an Animal Crossing app, and I really hope it's not like, a cardboard cutout of
Oh, okay.
Pokemon Go. I
I
really
get it.
hope that it's something like special and unique to Animal Crossing, but I
Well,
don't
I
know.
mean, the
We'll
Mario
see.
one is like another like runner. So I mean, there's a
The
bunch
but
of
the
runners
Mario one looks very well
like very
developed.
polished.
Like it looks beautiful. Like that looks like something that I would actually download and I'll play like while I'm on the bus, or like if I'm waiting for class to start or something. Like that looks really well done.
Is it out yet? No, right? It's like
I don't think so.
I
No,
don't.
because if that
I got
was
the
out,
impression that
if
was
that
out.
was out, everyone would be playing it.
Yeah, I got the impression that it was out. Right now. No, but so let me tell you the list of my list of my upcoming most anticipated games of 2016, 2017. A little bit of the early in 2017. So it's Dishonored 2, which I still need to play Dishonored 1. I heard that the Dishonored 1 was really good and it was by Bethesda. So I was like, fuck yeah, like I love I love Fallout, so why not? So I still need to play Dishonored 1. I'm probably gonna buy the definitive edition for Dishonored 1, and I'm gonna play
Mhm.
Dishonored 2. And Dishonored 2 comes out when? Oh, on the 10th, and actually next week from now. Uh, um, the next game would be Sun and Moon. That comes out on the 18th of November. Final Fantasy, the one that got pushed back, which I'm excited for too. The new Final Fantasy game that's on the 29th of November. Last Guardian, which should have came out a lot earlier than before. The same people who made Shadow of the Colossus, I think, or one of those companies. That one's coming out on the
That
6th of
really
December.
old PlayStation game?
Yeah. Have you played that game, Shadow of the Colossus? It's really
No, I
good.
mean I know a lot about it.
Yeah, I haven't played it either, but I heard it was really good. The Last Guardian looks really cool too. Uh, Dead Rising 4. I'm not. I'm anticipating to see how it looks. I played the first Dead Rising game. I liked it, and I just played the first one, and I know you liked the second one a lot, and the third one. I don't know which one was the third one, or whatever.
I feel
Uh,
like it's starting to get a little bit
Crazy. This still.
old. Yeah, it's
It
just
looked kind of cool though. It was like very Christmassy. That's coming out on the 6th. Resident Evil, like we talked earlier, is coming out on the 1st. I mean, the January 24th. For Honor, which is like a chivalry, like a steroid, like a steroid chivalry. That one I'm really anticipated for. Like it's like these whole like Templar Knights versus like samurais versus Vikings versus like, and it's like a big multiplayer battle, like Battlefield, but like old old style combat. And I'm excited for that one because that one looks really really cool. Halo Wars 2. Oh, For Honor comes out on the 14th of February. Halo Wars 2 comes on the 21st of February. And Horizon Unto Dawn is probably going to be the game that will make me buy a PS4 because that one looks really cool. But I want to first I want to see how it is when it comes out. And that's the one with the lady with the bow and arrow, and she's like the field with all these like mechanical dinosaurs. Have you seen that trailer? Like it's very.
no.
You haven't seen that? She has like cool like she's like a redheaded girl with like dreads, and then she has like a mechanical like very like futuristic bow, but she's dressed like very primal, like very like caveman. And there's like a bunch of like a dinosaurs, like robot dinosaurs running everywhere. It looks like Dino Crisis, but like in out in the open. And obviously, the last one would be Breath of the Wild. So those are my lists, and that's a lot of money, but and that's a lot of time. But I'm I'm willing to sell my soul to buy all
Yeah,
these
more
games.
importantly, that's a lot. For me, it's more the time, because I don't want my
Oh.
GPA to go to shit. Uh,
Alrighty. I guess. Oh, let me let me tell you a story as a wrap up story. So recently, there was a there was an article I read. I read it from I got it from our news on Reddit. It was horror film fans tricked into seeing an animal rights documentary,
oh
which
my
I
God.
thought this was the funniest thing. Um, it was on. It was in Waterloo where these people were. I guess they were passing out flyers or whatever, and you can probably see it on the movie marquee where it's gonna. They said it's gonna be the scariest film you've ever seen, and if you sit through all of it, you get a reward at the end, right? So these people like, fuck yeah, let's go watch a scary film on Halloween. I don't think it was on Halloween night, but it was running around like the Halloween days and stuff like that. So like it was a scary movie challenge, and they went in and they sat down, and the movie started, and they got tricked into an animal rights documentary, which I thought this was the funniest thing because there was a huge crowd outside of the the movie house. And actually, a lot of people were pretty pissed, but then a lot of people were like, "Yeah, that was the most horrifying thing I've ever seen," because they walked away with like they went home thinking like, "Oh, like that was a slasher film," or like a scary alien, but they were talking about like how like animals are getting slaughtered, you know, just very
I mean,
graphic
I could see
footage
how
of
that,
animals being slaughtered.
like, I will give it to them. That's a very good way of getting people to talk about it because that's, I mean, essentially, that's probably the whole point of what they were doing. They were trying to get it out there.
Hmm.
And yeah, there's gonna have a lot of people are gonna have a lot of negative reactions, and they're probably gonna say something stupid like, you know what, like because of this, I'm gonna eat nothing but meat. Like,
Fuck your animals.
yeah, but I mean, I think what they really wanted was just to get people to talk about it and see it. And you look, and it worked. They wrote an article about it, and you started reading it. So
Yeah, I thought that was a neat little. end to wrap up Halloween as a neat little neat little end to wrap up this week's podcast. I'm so sorry that we are a week late, but we are back on track because we had too much fun on Halloween and we just forgot to record. So, but that's okay. So we were back on track for every Monday or every Tuesday. So just be on the lookout for that. So you want to go ahead and subscribe and click the little bell right next to it, so you'll be notified on when the next podcast is out. Go ahead and follow Matthew on his Instagram. We have 18 subscribers. Hopefully we'd get 20.
That's one more from last
Yay.
week.
So hopefully we would get 20. I'm trying to get the podcast on iTunes. It's a little weird. I'm still trying to figure it out. So I'll let you know when those are up and running, and soon enough, probably like I think well, yeah, that's pretty much it. So like, if you want to go ahead and subscribe for more, and go ahead and watch the older podcasts if you haven't yet. You can binge them. They're not too long. They're like 40 minutes to 50 minutes. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Those should be in the description below. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Toodaloo. I love you.